Right, my routine for if I get back from a shoot and I have makeup on my face, which I don't actually now, but I'm just being authentic and showing you how I do it. I use just any cleanser really, and at the moment it is a Sephora. I'm paranoid about flannels and reusing them, so I use it once and then it goes into the wash. I do quite like a flannel.
I have always been interested in skincare. I did train as a beautician, oh my gosh, so many moons ago when I was about 18. So at the moment, and I'm literally at the end of this, I am using Moravitsa. Now this is a thermal cleansing balm that I absolutely love. Literally, that's all I'm going to be putting onto my skin. I do this morning and evening. It's got a lovely smooth texture. Just massage it in. Reminds me of the Dead Sea mud that you get there.
Where's the apple cider vinegar?
I've stopped using that.
Why is that?
Because I found this, and this exfoliates, and my skin feels great. The apple cider vinegar was good, but I think it's good to change up your routine, put your skin in shock maybe. But actually I bought this for my son and I thought I would have a go at it, and I liked it so much I didn't give it to him. It feels like it's doing something at the end of the day. That's what I like. And I just want to say, if you're upset that I'm doing something wrong, I'm really sorry. This is the way I do it and it works for me.
So why are you saying this again and again? What is the right way to do it according to you?
Well, I don't know, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who's saying, oh, she shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that. I'm really sorry if I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't drink Diet Pepsi either, but I do.
So I use circular movements just to massage it all in and literally get it into all parts of your face, especially into the nose area, gently underneath the eyes too. The neck is an area that has to be well moisturised because as you get older, skin can really take its toll, and you tend to see a lady's age via her neck. Now to take it off, I always use wet cotton pads, and I try not to drag the skin really upwards as opposed to downwards. That's basically what's coming off, but that is the product. That's not a dirty neck. I hope not anyway, because I do cleanse my neck morning and evening.
I'm missing a cream. Ah, there we go. Hello. This I use morning and night, and my skin is so good at the moment. I don't want to change this routine. I love it. Doesn't mean to say I won't in the future. So we have a day cream and a night cream. The only way I can tell the difference, as I can't see, is that this one has white here and this one has silver here, and the silver's night and the white is day. I would like to point out also that I had 20/20 vision up until I was about 50, and then my eyesight has deteriorated since then. That would be me ready to face the day on a normal day.
In the morning, I tend to try and use something that's going to give my eyes a little bit more of a freshness, a brightness. So this is Chantecaille. It is pretty pricey, I'm not going to lie. It's called the Nano Gold Energizing Eye Serum. I've had it a long time and I am using it a little bit sparingly. However, I use it every day. It's a roller ball. So all you've got to do is apply it. It feels really nice. You know, you can actually put this in the fridge as well. And it gives a nice cooling, brightening effect. I've also treated myself, and I love this. I really do. It's Revitalash. So I tend to use this at night time, but today I'm just going to do it because I'm with you guys. So literally.
So Lash Serum, I've been using this for 2 years, and when I first started using it, it took about a month to start working, and I've never had so many comments on my lashes. It works really quickly.
So Today I have some shows at QVC, which means makeup day. I learnt that you have to wear a lot more when you're on camera. For me personally, it's better if I do my eye makeup first, because if anything's going to drop, I can clean it. Otherwise, if I've done my moisturiser and foundation and blusher and powder and whatever, and then apply my eyeshadow, if it drops, I've got to take off the foundation and start again.
If I have some meetings or a meeting, then I would go for a very basic makeup. It's going to be over in a flash. So I've just started using Trini London. I'm totally in love with this because it's just like putting a regular face cream on. This is the BBF or BFF. BFF. Sorry about that. It evens out the skin tone and makes me feel ready just with that on. But there is a BFF eye, if you want to go one step further down the makeup route, that I would use for any discoloration. And it's not until you look at photographs of yourself and you think it makes a difference. So from maybe around the side of your nose, maybe there's a tiny red area, but that would be it. So these are called teapots. And then you have a stack, and that's how you travel.
And I'm going to start on the lid of my eye using this, which is actually again by Terry. It's got a nice little sheen to it. So here it is. Pull up the eye here and then apply. I don't normally put a primer on my eyes before my eyeshadow. I know some ladies do, but for me I find that it works okay without. This is my amazing lip balm. So this is called Terry and it's by, I think it's called Rose de Balm, which I absolutely love. I always wait for it to go on sale, which it does sometimes once or twice a year, and I stock up. Love it. So literally apply that to the lips, obviously the lips. Actually, that said, you know what, you can use that for your cuticles as well. Done that in the past, and it's a nice little moisturiser for your cuticles.
So this scary looking colour is Cha-Cha, and I have learnt to use blusher because it's just so easy. Not too much. And also high on the cheekbone, because when you smile, your cheek's up here. And as it is lip to cheek, and it's not nearly as scary as it looks.
This is Becca, so you can just have a look here. You can just see for about 12 different shades. I tend to use only about 2 or 3. Once I've got the powder on my brush, I do tap it. You can just see, look, that's that whitey powder. But I tap it so it doesn't drop too much underneath the eyebrow, and it highlights quite nicely. I'm going to put another colour in the centre. This is where sometimes the powder can drop, so if you're really dexterous, I don't know how to say it, but if you can, it's good to put a tissue underneath this part here in case it does drop. I'm not that great at doing that. Going into the middle part here. So I tend to go light on the top, darker at the bottom, and then in the middle, sort of a middle colour, so to speak. Always lift up the eyebrow, because that way you get a smoother finish and you're able to sort of get into the creases. And you know what, you can always put more on once you've applied your foundation or blush, because that's when you really see if you've got enough on your eyes.
I would brush up my brows. This is a benefit. Remember that they are cousins, not sisters, those brows. So nobody has identical ones. Twins. Right, so that with a bit of mascara is how to go out.
Eyebrows. Massively important, make a big difference to your face. I shape by going to have them threaded, but as a top up, every now and then if I'm wearing my makeup and I need to fill in the spaces, I'll use an eyebrow pencil. So this one's actually by Hourglass. See, gives a nice shape, and it also helps me know where I'm going to be putting in the pencil as well. Now, it's very tempting to go a bit crazy on this. Well, it is for me, but I don't want to sort of end up looking like a theatrical character.
I will show you these other products. This is Sunlight, so a little bit of highlighter. I don't really know where else. I think there are other places that it should go. Fortune, that's quite a nice eye colour. So I could put a bit of that on. The thing is that I don't want to be false, because I don't wear makeup on a daily basis, and most people in the beauty industry would see you with no makeup on and be able to work out what you would look like with makeup on. So I don't think it's necessary to go to a meeting fully made up, but this is fully made up for me. Other than my mascara, so
It's still minimalistic for a lot of people.
Yeah, very. But it's sort of fresh-faced and easy. And at the end of the day, we all want easy. This is the most amazing mascara. I only bought it because I like the container. But it's Kat Von D, and it is Go Big or Go Home. I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes because I haven't yet found a mascara that doesn't smudge.
Side the curlers and then just pump. 1, 2, 3. I need to do really something quite naughty and sometimes want to extend that curl by putting the put my mascaraed eyes inside the lash curler, which is really stupid because I had half of the length of my eyelashes disappear. And I thought, why is that happening? I told my friend and she said you should never ever use the eyelash curlers after you've put mascara on your eyes. Very gently graze the lash line just to give it a little bit of definition. Now we're going to apply a little bit of bronzer. No idea what I'm doing on the bronzer, to be honest. It's hit and miss. Hourglass, like this one, because it's all sort of done. It's like a nice little palette. I tend to do it on the jawline and just in the sockets of the cheeks and also around the forehead. That neck's really important. You don't want to be forgetting anything to do with that neck. Kevin and Kwan, pinky to the brown. Apples of the cheeks, I think that's what they say. So I smile, do my smile, and then I pop that blush in. And I always put a little bit down the centre as well. I'm not sure why, but I do. Habit. So that is it. All I've got to do now is my lips. So, made up version of me. I always feel a little bit weird when I've got more makeup on than I'm used to, but it's okay, hopefully. I will do a lip line, natural colour, shaping it into a cupid's bow, and then lower.
So it's really important to have good skin with grey hair because otherwise you really look old.
That's a very good question. I think it's important to be all together. You can make yourself look older or you can make yourself look younger, and I think a lot of it is in the way you walk.
So what's the walk of confidence?
Just entering a room with purpose instead of just going in and just going in and looking at things. Don't be doing that. Shoulders back. Go in there and have a look at something. There was a woman in the village where we used to live when I was little, and every day, she must have been about 80, and I haven't got anything long enough here, but every single day she walked and she had a stick along her back, sticking out of her elbows, her stick straight through here, and that's how she went for her walk.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember thinking at that time, because it makes so much difference, doesn't it? Entering a room like that rather than that.
I often have to think about my posture because I can slouch over, so I really make myself stand up tall. As they say in showbiz, tits and teeth, so you've got to stick your boobs out and smile. Smiling is key. Makeup and hair is now all complete. I don't normally go out looking like this. This is far too much makeup for me, but on television it really gets faded out. So I'm all sorted, all done, hair's done. I like to try and do it all before I get to the studio because the shocking lighting there is horrendous and you can't really see anything. But this is good to go, so I feel a bit more confident to face national television and give it my best. And that's it. Au revoir from me.
So